I'm Victor Lucas. This is Johnny Millennium, and you are watching Film Fury. And Johnny and I just survived a screening of The Predator. Yes, The Predator is back in cinemas. You may be thinking, I've seen The Predator. I've seen Predator 2s. How many Predators have there been, Johnny?
This is the 6th Predator movie.
Okay.
I made a list before it came out. Predator, the original, 87. Predator 2 in 1990. Alien vs. Predator, 2004.
Yep.
Alien vs. Predator, Requiem for a Dream. Just Requiem. 2007, that was Predators, 2010, and Predator, the Predator, tonight.
And how many good Predator movies has there been, Johnny?
There's been one, and that was out in 1987. My father took me to it. It was a dream come true. It was the greatest movie I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It's still fantastic to this day. I'm going to watch it tonight to erase this movie out of my mind.
To cleanse the palate of what we just watched.
Yes.
This is directed by Shane Black, who is also a co-writer on this movie. Shane Black has had a phenomenal career.
Has he?
I do like his work. I love The Nice Guys. I liked Kiss Kiss Bang. I loved Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I thought Iron Man 3 was terrific. He's got a good sensibility when it comes to writing dialogue and sort of setting a tone and creating characters that are likable, even if they're kind of scumbags. And there are a lot of likable scumbags in this movie.
Oh, yeah?
But it's so overly populated that you're just like, why am I watching all of these humans for so long, right?
There's so much I disliked in this movie.
Yeah.
We have to start at the beginning.
Yes.
And start off where we're not going to ruin anything, but there's like a bit of a predator chase.
Yep.
And one predator's chasing another in space. One of the predators lands on Earth.
Yep.
And our adventure begins when the technology is taken by our main guy, who looks like Ricky Schroeder, by the way.
A grown-up Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah.
He's Boyd Crowder, who had a pretty good role in Narcos, and he was one of the main villains in Logan. And I like this guy. He's a good actor.
Really? I didn't like him as a main. I thought he was super weak.
Well,
coming off Arnold Schwarzenegger, the original, nobody
you
can
should
top
know
that.
what his name is, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, you have to kind of pay attention to watch this guy, and he does kind of blend into the background, and there's other actors that kind of look like him, but he's a solid actor.
That's
a
fine,
competent performer.
In this movie, it doesn't matter, though. It's like irrelevant.
But there's all kinds of actors in this thing. There's Keegan-Michael Key. There's Thomas Jane shows up in this thing. There's lots of... Olivia Munn is in this movie. Yvonne Strahovski is in this movie. Lots of actors are just popping in here, and they're all good actors, but it's like they're just swarming the scene.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
tons of them,
Yeah.
and you're like, how many characters are in this goddamn movie?
Yeah, and then the problem is with the characters. Here's my main problem.
Yeah.
It tries to be really funny.
Yep. Well, that's Shane Black,
and it's cheesy comedy in a Predator movie that seems like the comedy seems like it's out of a sitcom.
Yes.
It's embarrassing comedy for a movie that should be serious.
It's a bit of a mess for sure, and Shane Black is absolutely trying to evoke the '80s. The effects in the movie feel like they're from the '80s. They're CG, but they look kind of rough. They look like they're from a different era, which I kind of liked. I also liked the kind of homage. We have this Halloween scene, which is absolutely an homage to E.T., and he's trying to get that sort of '80s sensibility in this thing.
I didn't feel it at all.
Earthiness. There was a tone that he was going for with this movie, but it's clunky and it's too forced and it's too. You know what it is? Like, The Predator was terrifying because we didn't expect this alien force to rip apart these mercenaries in the
original movie, right?
Predator, like the actual creature that was created. In this movie, we see them on operating tables. We have this dissection. We have this acknowledgement that they keep coming to Earth for some
all
reason.
The scientists know about them.
Yeah.
They're giving a history lesson on what the predators are all about.
Yeah.
And it just takes away from that, and we're introduced to a brand new predator that is so stupid. And let's just say the female biologist, she's an expert on alien biology.
Yeah.
She's brought in. She knows nothing about these aliens.
Nope.
Then all of a sudden, she's an expert on all of their background and what they're really doing here and who they really are and what they're really about. And it's like, how did you figure that out? And she's a super fast runner.
I know.
And we'll get into that later.
Super fast runner, and it does feel like big film reels are missing out of the movie.
Oh, big time.
Like we just start cutting from sequence to sequence, and you're right. Like, how do these people know all of these things that are just being like? Minutes earlier, she had just been exposed to the technology technology and had just seen an alien.
I know.
And now she knows all
She
the stuff.
walks in,
Yes.
sees all the Predator gear, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, is that alien stuff?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, I know why they're here, what they're doing, and everything.
Yeah.
It's like a Jeff Goldblum moment.
Yeah.
It's like, get out of here.
Yeah, she's gonna hack everything with a Mac laptop.
And then there's all this action that is so over the top and so silly and so dumb and so ridiculous.
But you know what it is? But it's all human based. You know, that
You're
was
right.
the other thing. Like, it was kind of thrilling to see the Predator come on screen. Not so much the stupid Predator dogs. Like, you don't bring Predator dogs
That's
into this
the
thing.
worst of the worst.
And they have human dog characteristics, but
Yeah,
they
so-
have dreadlocks. It's just so.
It's so dumb.
It's dumb. I mean, like, you just look at that design
Takes
and
you
you
out of
go,
the movie.
"That's dumb. Don't
Yeah.
put it in." The Predator's freaky and scary. Don't put Predator dog. Don't put fucking dreadlocks on your Predator dogs.
The problem with
whatever
this,
your explanation.
The problem with this movie, the core fundamental problem is everything in the movie takes you out of the movie.
Sure.
Nothing has touched you into the world and makes you a believer.
You're correct.
It's so actionally stupid.
You're
and so
wanting
dumb.
to be carried away.
Totally.
Like you were in the first Predator, and I actually loved the second Predator when I saw it. I haven't
better
seen
than
it
this.
in ages. And it, because it was so different. We were in Los Angeles, and Danny Glover's trying to figure out what's happening. And
it was dumb, but it was better than this.
yes, it was. And it was legitimately scary. And that's what we're not getting here. It's not scary.
No.
There's beat for beat kind of rip-off moments that kind of try to tip the hat to John McTiernan's work, and it's just not good enough.
And you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
This movie insulted me when it uses the incredible music from the very first Predator music, like from the first movie.
Yeah.
That music is so iconic, so incredible, and they use it here. When you hear it, it feels so familiar and wonderful, used in such a terrible movie, and it made me angry.
Well, and I
think,
bad. I think it would be an okay film if it didn't stack up against the prestige of the first film, and that's been the problem with every successive Predator film from the beginning. Nothing has come close to that. And so much about what makes the first Predator film so great is we didn't know what to expect, and every movie since, we've had a movie kind of try to ape what we've already seen. It's trying to kind of copy scenes and copy the fear and
give you that feeling,
but it doesn't give you that feeling. You don't feel those feelings again.
The problem again is they need to do something original, not try to do what you're saying. Do a brand new story. You know what they should do? Have I don't know the beginning of this kind of idea, but go to the alien, the Predator homeworld and have it all happen there. Call it Predator Homeworld.
No humans.
Well, you have to have humans. There more be silent observers about something that's going on. I don't know. We need to the original. I remember Robert Rodriguez. One of the ideas he had was to bring Schwarzenegger back to the alien homeworld.
I was half expecting he doesn't pop up.
I was expecting that too.
I was expecting the Schwarzenegger, sort of
cameo, really cheap, cruddy. Thank God they didn't do that. Oh my! We're not gonna say it, but that ending. I know they were trying to be cool. It was the worst ending I've ever seen. So bad.
It was very cheesy.
So
and
bad.
I think it breaks my heart a little bit because I know Shane Black built this with the greatest intentions, and Fox keeps trying to, make the Alien and the Predator universes continue on and be successful. And there's so much crap. There's just so much garbage and unnecessary. We don't need this. Like, think of something else at this point. Scrap them. Don't make sequels to Alien. Don't make sequels to Predator. Start over with something else.
Or, actually, this may sound ridiculous. Have a script that is good. I don't care what anybody says. If you read this, you'd be like, this is stupid.
And even with these excellent, competent actors, they're really, really good
they're
actors.
Good. They're fine in other movies. In this, nobody could have made this movie work. Even if you put Schwarzenegger as the main character, this movie still would be stupid as hell.
It's about the sniper guy that encounters the Predator and then gets caught on a prison bus with a bunch of Looney Tunes.
Rogue guys.
And then they become the A-Team.
And the A-Team's a great way to put it.
Like everybody's at Hannibal from the who's the crazy guy?
Murdoch.
Yeah, everybody's Murdoch from the every one of the actors is Murdoch from the A-Team. It's insufferable, and it goes on way too long. And we're supposed to have these heartwarming scenes with these characters. And you just don't give a crap about them, and we're stuck with them. It's like we are chained up.
That's what we're stuck watching this movie, and it's very rare I'm watching it, and I'm like, man, I want my 2 hours back. I got a lot of stuff to do in my life.
Totally.
This is a waste of time.
Well, we saw it, so you don't have to. We suffered through The Predator. But it's not the worst of the Predator
movies. If you just
movies.
want to be on a date movie and you want to watch some predators kill each other and do some crazy things, go watch it. But this is not high art.
No.
This is the worst of the worst.
And I also think you'll catch it late night sometime or on Netflix or whatever, and you will find glimmers of entertainment in there, but it's such a limp piece of garbage.
Another missed Predator opportunity. Yeah. Join the list.
Yes.
Join the list.
What does it get from you?
Oh my God. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it gets a 4.5. It's, actually, I'm going to give it a 5. I think it's very mediocre. I'm going to a 5.
God.
Yeah.